All right, this week we're going to talk about unit analysis or dimensional analysis. So what we're doing is we're converting from one unit of measurement to another unit. So in a unit analysis problem, we place measurements into fraction form. So we use fractions and then we multiply. So build a product of fractions, product means multiplication, and then eliminate unwanted units. So I love this part when we cancel stuff. This is when we're going to cancel stuff. So the steps for performing a unit analysis are as follows. So one, determine what conversion facts are needed. So you're going to need to know some information before you start. Number two, write the starting fact with units included as a fraction. Number three, write the ending fact with units included as a fraction. So you're going to use units here at the end, in the beginning, everywhere. Number four, between the starting and end, build a product of fractions, so multiplication of fractions, using the necessary conversion facts. So you're going to have to find some information first before you solve the problems. Arrange the information, the fractions, so that the units can be eliminated or be canceled. Number five, cancel unwanted units. Number six, perform the numerical calculations. You're going to need a calculator. All right, so let's look at some examples. So know how the canceling is done. So I'm going to set them up for you, and then we're going to start canceling stuff. Now, the first thing that we're going to need is this conversion fact that 1 year equals 12 months. Now, this one is easy, but a lot of the times I'm going to give you stuff, or we're going to have to find some stuff, or using a conversion fact chart. All right. In these examples, I'm going to provide it to you. All right, so conversion, change 45 months into years. We need to know that 1 year equals 12 months. So the way we do this, we're going to set up fractions, products of fractions. So we're going to start multiplying fractions and then canceling each other to get to the answer, to the right answer. And then at the end, we're going to use units. Well, actually, from the beginning to the end. So check it out. So 44 months, we have 44 months and we need to change it to years. So that's 44 months, 45 months. I'm going to use M for months. And then I'm going to put this number as a fraction. And any number can be a fraction if you put a 1 as a denominator. So that would be times. And then our answer will be in years. So we want years to be up here. So how many months are in 1 year? So that's 12 months, according to this, in 1 year. So then that's how we set it up. And why do we set it up? Because then here we can cancel if they're across each other. So then months cancel, and then my answer will be years. So notice that to cancel each other, one has to be the numerator and the other one has to be the denominator, because then M over M equals 1. So then that's canceled. So we are left with that 1 unit, which is year, because that's what the one we want. So then when we have multiplication of fractions, we have to remember that we have to multiply across and then divide at the end. So that's 45 times 1, that's 45, over 1 times 12, which is 12. And then now, in this case, we can divide by 3 or something like that to get it smaller. So that would be 15, if we divide by 3, 15 over, and then 4. Right? And then we can just divide to find out how many years. So 15 divided by 4. 15 divided by 4, we get a decimal. So that's 15 divided by 4, which is 3.75. So the answer is 3.75 years. So that means 3 years and 3/4 of a year. Okay? All right, let's do another one. So it says change 25 yards into feet, and they're giving us the conversion fact, which is 3 feet equals 1 yard. So our answer would be in feet. Notice that I use units at the end. All right, so that's 25 yards. I'm gonna use yards like that, over 1 times, so yards go on the bottom because I wanna cancel yards. I want it in feet. So 1 yard. So 1 yard over 3 feet, which is that's what I want. And I set it up like that, and then I multiply across because they're fractions. So 25 times 3, that's 75. And then these yards cancel, and my answer is in feet. And then 1 times 1 is 1. So that would be 75. 75 what? Feet. Because that's my answer. I wanted to convert it in feet. Notice how I cancel the yards. All right, let's do another one. So change 4 meters into yards. I need to know, this one is a little bit bigger because it can go, it depends what I need and what information I have. So I have that 36 inches is 1 yard, but I don't want inches, but you'll see what happens. I also know that 39.37 inches is 1 meter. So then I need to know meters to yards. So this is what's going to happen. I'm going to set it up in fractions, in products of fractions, to be able to get my answer into yards with the information I have. So that's 4 meters over 1 times, I'm going to put meters on the bottom. So what information I have 1 meter equals that. So 1 meter equals 39.37 inches. But then I still want, so times, I still want my answer in yards. But I know that, so if I put inches down here, I can, so that's 36 inches into 1 yard, and that would be my answer. But I need to cancel meters, and I need to cancel inches with something. So I have 36 inches equals 1 yard, and yards is the answer that I want. So that's exactly what I need. So inches go on the bottom, so I can cancel it. And then 1 yard. So I can cancel inches because they're across each other. So meters with meters, inches with inches, and then my answer will be in yards. So now I'm going to multiply all the numerators, multiply all the denominators, and then divide at the end. So that's 4 times 39.37 times 1, which is 157.48 over, and then I have 1 times 1 is 1 times 36, and then I divide at the end. 157.48 divided by 36, that is 4.37. So 4.37, and my answer is in yards. And that is my answer. All right, so this one was a 2-step. This one was, this one was one dimensional analysis. This one was 2. So we needed this one, and we also needed this one. All right, let's do more examples. Our next examples will look more like these 2 over here, which is just 1 step, okay? Okay, so use unit analysis to convert the following units of measure, round decimal answers to the nearest hundred. So that's 2 decimal points. So change 6 miles to feet, and we know that 1 mile equals 5,280 feet. Okay, good. That's the information that I need. So that's 6 miles over 1 times, I'm going to put miles on the bottom so I can cancel my units. So 1 mile over, and then that equals 5,280 feet. And my answer will be in feet. I can cancel the miles here. So then I multiply across. So that's 6 times 5,280. That's 31,680 divided by 1 times 1, which is 1 feet. And my answer is 31,680 feet for number 1. Okay? All right, let's do another one. So notice that I'm using units the whole way. So here I can cancel, and then I can write my answer. All right, let's do another one. So change 33 feet to yards. So I have my information here. I need 1 yard equals 3 feet. All right, so that's 33 feet over 1 times, and then I'm going to use feet on the bottom here, 3 feet, because I want to cancel the units. Those 3 feet equals 1 yard because my answer wants it in yards. So then I multiply across because they're fractions. 33 times 1, that is 33. Over 1 times 3, that is 3. And then my answer is 33 divided by 3, that is 11. 11 what? Well, I cancel feet because they're across each other. My answer is in yards. And that's my answer for number 2. 11 yards. All right, let's do another one. Keep practicing. All right, next one. 66 inches, I'm going to change it to feet. So then I have 66 inches over 1 times, and then I'm going to put inches on the bottom. So this information, I'm going to put it on the bottom so I can have my answer in feet because that's what they're asking me to do. So 1 inch equals 0.833 feet. And then my inches cancel. Oops, feet. And then I multiply across, right? So 1 times 1 is 1 on the bottom, and then 66 times 0.833. That would be 54.9, and it says 100. So 978 would be 98. 98 what? 12 feet, because that's what they want. And my answer is 54.98 feet. Okay, and that's my answer right there for number 3. All right, let's do number 4. So it says, change 5 meters into inches. And I know that 1 meter is 39.37 inches. All right, so that's all I need. So that's 5 meters over 1 times, and then I'm going to put meters on the bottom. So that's 1 meter equals 39.37 inches. And then I'm going to cancel my units that I don't want, and my answer will be in inches. So I'm going to multiply across. My denominator is 1 times 1, which is 1. And then 5 times 39.37 is 196.85. Equals, well, that divided by 1 is 196.85 what? Inches. And that's my answer. Okay. All right, next 2 over here. Next one, change 15 feet to meters. So, and I know that 1 foot is 0.03048 meters. Okay, let's use that. So that's 15 feet over 1 times. All right, I'm going to put feet on the bottom because I want to cancel that because I want meters. So 1 foot over 0.3048 meters. Cancel my units. I want meters, and then I multiply across. That's 15 times 0.3048. That's 4.572 over 1. And then I simplify this because I only need 2 decimals, so 4.57 what? Meters. That's my answer. All right, last one. 64 hours to minutes. Okay, so I know that in 1 hour there are 16 minutes. So I'm going to use that. 64 hours over 1. I use this one just for the purpose of the fraction, to have 2 fractions or 3 or 4 or whatever. So 64 times, and then I know the hours go on the bottom because I want to cancel it. So 1 hour, 60 minutes. And then I'm going to multiply across and simplify. So that's 64 times 60, which is 3,840 over 1 times 1 is 1. And then that's 3,840 what? Minutes. And that's my answer. All right, I hope this helps.